Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. Step inside, step inside. What are we looking at? Today we're going to be looking at Tropic Force, a Voodoo Ranger series. This one is their Tropical IPA. Weighs in at a nice 9.5%. Matt gave me this, and to be totally Matt, I actually pressed play on the camera and I went, why do I only have like 2 of them? This is like the 3rd one I've reviewed, and there's got to be like 5 or 6 in this series. And I thought, maybe they're over at the backup channel. Which, if I'm not here, if a day goes by, I could just have taken the day off. If 2 days goes by, no, I got another time out, and I'm over at the other channel. That's why the link is in the description box. So if I'm ever gone, Lord knows how many people thought I just stopped doing this because they deleted B&E Brew Reviews for saying Trump won. I digress. So I checked. I actually hit play and then thought about it and stopped, and I looked, and nope, I had no New Belgian Voodoo Rangers over at the other one. And as we speak, we are exactly 40 minutes out from the first person that's going to be here for the girls' party, and that is my sister, to help Christine get the final stuff set up. I don't want to tap my own self on my shoulder, but I am very proud of everything I've done to help. First of all, I support Christine and the girls' parties, and I really like all of her girlfriends, and I know I've made this comment before, but I don't care. It's been at least a year. This is her 19th year, so next year will be the 20th, and she wants to do something special. As though every one of them isn't. And I, on the other hand, have participated in, 10 or 11? 12 of them? 12 of them? And it was a girls' party, an opportunity for the girls to act inappropriate without guys around. So I told her, I said, I can get out of the house for the evening. And evidently a bunch of her girlfriends, when they asked if I was going to be home or not, and she said, no, he said he'd go somewhere else to leave us alone. And they're like, no, Eric can be there. So I started off as the bar bitch. And that's what my role has been all of these years. A great bunch of girls. I don't really give a shit if they get obnoxious. The whole goal was to have an opportunity to relax and unwind. If you felt like you've had too much to drink, first couple of years, I actually brought a few people picked up and dropped off, especially crazy Auntie Diane. Unfortunately, Auntie Diane can't be here. She's having some medical problems, and very disappointed. She is. I think Auntie Diane is even younger than you are. You know, because Wade is like, I think we came to the conclusion that Wade is my big brother, so he's like 2.5 years old, and I'm like 2. So Auntie Diane is probably like coming up on 2 years. So I told my sister she could stay over. She did last year, and I don't know, she's got a whole bunch of stuff going on. It was undecided as of the last time we talked, but we've got 2 couches, 2 bedrooms. Don't drink and drive. Have fun. So, me on the other hand, as you can already see, I will not be Eric Uber. Very, very fruity. Almost a combination of Joey and Jolson. Well, that's super gay. It's not quite that fruity. No, I'm getting more than just pineapple. Pineapple and maybe orange or a mango. If this was a soda or an actual fruit drink. She's hot. It would probably be very good. I say cheers to you. Oh, and bad, that head. Oh, personal favorite. Something else me and Wade easily agree on. Curves are perfect. Well, this is now they really swing the variety around in these Voodoos. Now I know a real purist would probably want more hops and a really dry, bitter finish, and not want to hear that it has a really smooth and sweet up front. This one does not. It is bringing a shit ton of that tropical flavors, and this weird, like, silky smooth, not quite to the level of like a cream ale. And then the end, that flavor kind of stays, and I am getting a really nice, dry, bitter finish that I would prefer in an IPA. I mean, I don't know what one would classify something as, you know, IPA-ish, but not IPA-ish at the end. That, you know, most of the really good IPAs, at least that I have had, I really like that dry, bitter finish, almost a spicy note on the end, and that is what this one is bringing. And I don't remember this characteristic in any of the other ones, so a big hats off to New Belgium for being able to have a whole series of these Voodoo Rangers and bring something distinctly different between them, not just the box changed. And speaking of boxes, there is some more nice curves. Okay, I will take on a few comments. You will see this long before BattleBox 108 showed up, and I have to say, this one is awesome. Your mileage may vary. We'll get into that in a second, Jeremy. Oh my God, yes. First in is Smile Money saying first. Then Jolson says we need more cowbell. And Tardisius, which I hope he heard me say, did I ever send you the damn cowbell beer can? You know, I almost want to say, I think I screwed up. I don't think I ever sent it to you. And I'm going to have to check the refrigeration devices, because if I have an unopened one... Tardisius says, the right of the people to ring the cowbell shall not be infringed. Well, seems... Oh, by the way, the promo for the girls' party tonight is up on the Ebomi channel. And like always, John knocked it out of the park, did a great job. And of course, never letting us ever forget how awesome Ed was. Ed is in this one just like he squeezes Ed into all of them. That Mr. Solar, that fucking damn teddy bear sitting on the side of the hill. And then Ed's Bomber Girl. Was a Zeus? I have one of these sitting upstairs in our kitchen on the mini oven, and then I also have this one. The design doesn't work out to fit on Vivian, unfortunately. And of course, as you already know, I really have fallen in love with the blonde riding the tail fin that's in the rotation. I don't know. I'm hoping someday I will find somebody with the skill set and that I can afford to actually put my idea of Ed's Bomber Girl on the faux tank of Vivian. Hopefully it offers enough real estate, because I can't actually put it on the tank. The tank is actually down inside the frame under my ass. What looks like a tank is actually nothing but the V-Boost system and 4 individual gigantic carburetors. And a K&N filter. And 2 turtle doves. Okay. And fuck you, Billy. I'm not even going to start with your attitude. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Cowbell in 3, 2, 1. Then Jolson says H10. Harold 10. J-Dog here at work before the show. J-Dog. Cold-hearted bastard, 2 thumbs up and 2 shots. Then he says 5th. Bad says greetings, Captain. Welcome to the weekend. Oh, yeah. Locked and loaded last night with my guest, Din. I don't know if it went 100% the way he had hoped it would go, but he chimed in and asked questions, and it was a fun, interactive show. That's all I have to say. And if everybody is listening, I prefer don't read into it excessively or read into it however you want. If John Solar, Johnny, and Joey are listening, I like it when everybody interacts. I know Johnny will. I mean, if you throw out any questions about a battery or a solar cell, like, you got him, or a nuclear reactor, because that's something from his past. Joey, if Joey is given the mission of a bare minimum of a 4-drink minimum before the show goes live, Joey's usually pretty good and pretty damn funny. And John, all I say is that's the list of people I want it to stay, and you disappearing is unacceptable because we started this together. And your feedback and interaction will always be what I want. And I can't say enough. I knew John for over a decade before I finally had the opportunity to shake his hand and stay in his house, and the hospitality. It was such a fantastic week. And actually getting to interact with Rhett, obviously he's on a set of rails and he's got a mission. And the one thing that was pretty exciting to see him light up, being able to sit on and rev Vivian, and then he got the instigator Christine. Rev it more. Good. I think I watched the needle go around. So. Last night's show was a lot of fun. Din, thanks. Kind of throwing out some things. Basically, I don't know. I'm glad that you had set up stuff, because I don't even know how I would have worked it like he did. But it's like TV shows, how they interacted, how they're interacting now versus how they were back then. Like, for instance, Captain Kirk's on-screen kiss with Uhura. The first interracial kiss. Can you, and Gene Roddenberry's like, I don't give a shit what they say. This is how it's going to be. And hats off to him. Then we're also discussing the issues with. I'm not going to recap the whole show. You can actually go listen to it on Spotify and everywhere but iHeart, because iHeart doesn't like me because I say fuck a lot. In comparison to today, I mean, I'm sorry, it has gone too far today. I do not need to see two fucking flamers interacting and hugging and no, I don't know if that's it's no. Well, unless they're hot, two females, maybe. That is. She's got her tit sling on. It was a fun show though, and when you look at the clock and it's John says we're going live, and then it seems like 15 minutes later, 2 hours has gone by. Unfortunately, in the days gone by, we used to be able to sneak in, and we've had shows that were over 4.5 hours long. The last four shows, maybe even beforehand. I just know for a fact it was at least the last 4 shows that were like, no, you gotta end at 10 o'clock, man, Central Time, because there is a show booked for 3.5 minutes later. Cold-hearted bastard. Hard blue freeze sounds like D's nuts. You can say that again. Smile money. Even if I could drive a 6-inch headed tack, now I've never seen one. Maybe it's a Texas-sized tack. No, really glad you did go to the range and test it out. We are discussing sighting in. We were discussing sighting in the Olight laser, and the issue with sighting a red dot with a removable carry handle AR. Mine had to get a cantilever mount that raised the mount above the rail of an AR. And Eric, let me ask you a question. If you had an adjustable rear sight and you raised the rear sight, wouldn't it shoot lower? Don't ask me these questions. I no matter what I think, Smile Money, I always seem like I go the wrong way. But yes, if you raise the rear sight, wait a second. Yeah, it should shoot lower. And on a scope or a red dot, I seem like I always go, usually, you're not moving the red dot to the left if it says left. You're moving your impact to the left. So, hey, I am not a professional on any of the above. If I won the lottery and could actually do it, I would love to take a few of my closest shooting nut friends and go take a class in long range shooting, and especially I'm sure John Huber could help me with this, but I would go fucking insane before I got to the answers. I have always zeroed my scopes in for 100 yards and then just used my ballistic calculator and shot the reticle. So in other words, instead of aiming here, if it said 3 1/4 down, now I'm 3 and that system. I just start to have a panic when you raise the knob, and I watch these guys like going, okay, the rifle is right now set for 100 yards. We're going to be shooting 1,127. Click, zzz, 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 click. What just fucking happened there? And how do you know what to come? Sorry. Finishing Smile Money's thing.
If you had a red dot that sits higher than the notch in your rear sight and you co-witness, why doesn't it shoot lower? Oh, my head. Oh. Whew. Wish I had the... Bad. Blue water in a porta potty might still be better than Bud Light. Rich Huff says, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Mike says, cheers, Big E. Cheers, Mike. Multi-gun man, I thought you were my prison girlfriend. And Mr. 27 says, yuck. If those are real. Jolson, they make an MCK for the P320 and P365. I believe they also make an MCK for some of the M&Ps, maybe. I know there's more. Unfortunately, Jolson, I don't have either of the secret code P blah 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 blahs that you just listed off. Okay, battle box. So make this fast because I know how Jeremy gets. Bitchy. Basic box. Basic box had a knife in it this month. Now, I'm up for feedback. Half of everybody that I have showed this to liked it, which means the other half did not. Aluminum scales. It's from Revo. I'd have to open I've got the one that has the gut knife that pops out of the center of it. That was one of their knives. I've had a few others. There was one that I gave to Sharky. That little yellow one. I've had like 3 or 4 of them over the years. I think the only one I have left is the red scales with the gut hook in it, and I love that knife. It's got the push button, which means you can still open it with the thumb stud, but if you press the button, it unlocks it, and then you can give it a little twist. Now, it's that blade profile that everybody that I've asked seems to have an issue with. If you are a non-jimping on your blade, you'll be happy with this because it offers none. I'm assuming it's an inexpensive blade. I'm telling you, I have had some cheap-ass knives in the past, and this one doesn't, out of the box, doesn't feel like it. But it seems like it's not the thickest. That's what she said. Again, unlock is... and I'm not even sure what steel this is. I am not a metallurgist. It is the 4CR13 MOV. So I don't know the quality of that. Aluminum grips, deep carry, pocket, tip up. It is, I can't tell if there's threads in there or not. It appears to be switchable. It looks like someone someone had a Tanto style blade and they went, you know what, whoa, zzz, zzz. There, now it's rounded. Just seems like it'd be a good knife to beat or a cutter. I mean, kind of that's what knives do, right? Cut. So, I don't know. Your thoughts? Basic box had 3 items. The next is, and I already have one of these, so that means you can expect one of these to probably be a Patreon item. I have one, and I
don't know shit about compasses. Well, now you went and fucked it up. Oh my god. Definitely gonna give this one away now. It's broken. Evidently you're not supposed to lift it up. It's got like this little detenty guy here that's hang on, what could go wrong? So it'd be like going, where's the bear star? And this will probably either a Patreon thing, maybe I don't know, or maybe even a bottle ship. It's the tiny, the tiny pump, and I already have one of these for inflating and deflating, and it also is a fairly bright light built into it. And then it comes with all of the adapters for various, everything from your inflatable sex doll to those right there, as you can see. That was the basic box. The advanced box, this thing is freaking awesome. It's the Poseidon Nano. And it is a wireless charging bank. The only button on it is right there, and it actually looks like it's a logo. You press that, tells you how much power is left in it, and you lay your phone on it. Hey look, I got a message from Wade. Oh, he sent a picture. I'm sure it's naughty. Let's look right now. I added a little something extra in his package. I said package. Oh, and Sharky got comments deleted. There's a surprise. No shit, fucking cunt algorithms. So it is a wireless charging bank. If you happen to, I don't know if it's like a, oh man, it fits perfectly inside my little case. Evidently, things like Apple or something have like some kind of a steel, and then you can just literally go like this, sticks to your phone, and then boom, you're charging. Sorry, $5. Oh, that's right, it's $10 now. That's the advanced. That is just honestly badass. I do not know how much one of those things costs, but I'm going to have to look into it because now I'd really like to get another one. The Pro box, got another one of the Grayly filters, water filters, 24 ounce. Got two of those, and I think I have the two of the smaller ones. I got to go through the thing and look. I definitely want to keep a whole bunch of these on hand, but I'll see what I got, Poco, and decide. And last but definitely not least, another knife from Real Steel. First thing you see when you open the package is that they send along the tool to disassemble their knives. Thought that was badass. The knife itself, I just absolutely... Real Steel, I mean, hell, the one in my back pocket, my EDC.
is the front flipper that I've been carrying since the day I got it. And my favorite fixed blade is also from them, and it is upstairs on my desk. This one is just fucking badass looking. Thumb studs have a little glow in the dark insert. Why, I don't know. Pocket clip is a tip up, but it is reversible from left to right, and it's one of the ones with the, I don't know what they call it, roller lock, or you can easily, and I mean easily, flip it open with the thumb stud. But again, just like the Revo, you can just pull back on the lock lever and flip it open. I know on some of those badass blades they call that the bloodletting channel, so you know, just in case you're using it for that. But god damn it, just this thing is sharp, no pun intended. I absolutely love this. It is just such a awesome, and this one is that's awesome. This one is a Battle Box exclusive. It's probably because of this color, but if you go to their site, they have one that has I don't know if it's anodized or what the hell it is. If you're smarter than me, which doesn't take much, let me know. But they have a version of this that had a bright orange blade, and look at that fence. Just $71. This will not go in the knife box. This I will use and enjoy. I can't see not using this. It's cool as hell. Let's see. They send along the directions to disassemble all of the different style knives that they have. It has a real steel jack rag with it, and specs. The blue titanium coating. The blade is a K110. Again, I have no idea what that is. G10 scales, 2.8 ounces, crossbar lock. Overall, it is 7.3. Closed, it is 4 inches. Yeah, this one will not be going into storage. This one I have to carry. Smile money. So I'm guessing the pilot repairs went south. Sorry, I skipped Poco. That song is epic. Yes, it is, Poco. No smile money. It was the Honda. The Honda went great. As a matter of fact, they fully replaced. They swapped out, and you have to take like the amount of shit you have to do to get to the light assembly. They had to take the whole front of the car off again. No charge to me. They put a another brand new assembly in it. Works just fine. And when Jessica called, she goes, just to let you know, if you want to give me about 30 minutes, I will have the car fully washed for you guys before you come pick it up. No, it was something else, and I just don't want to talk about it. But I think it may have been all okay. It's just it's a car related thing. Spiral money. I tell you what. I've actually only shared this with one person, and I'm sorry because you always seem to be my go-to punching bag. You know who you are. Yeah, smile money. I will. I think it all worked out. had a little something to do with my car. So that was mission 108. Always interested. Mike, you always give me the I mean, I don't have anything invested in this. I mean, like I said, I'll go first. If I didn't already have a compass, I would think that everything in this kit is cool, but I will say when I've got the first tiny pump, I wasn't necessarily sure that it was something that how much it would get used. Okay, what just took place here? Oh, never mind. It's just a delayed. Oh, and I missed something from Mike. Just down in the man cave, talking to a camera, drinking beer. The tiny pump. I don't see a scenario in my life where I necessarily need two, but anything in here that duplicates itself, it just gives me the ability to put it in for a bottle ship or for my Patreon guys. I mean, don't get pissed off. I mean, all you have to do is play. There's nothing. You want to take a shot at the bottle ship game? You could win something. Didn't cost you anything. Now the nicer shit I put in a pile for the guys that send me send donations through Patreon to. This seems completely ridiculous. This wasn't my idea. Any people that go, oh, Patreon, you're just on the internet begging for money. I did not want to do it, and I resisted for over 3 years until 3 of you said, you know what? It's not you. I don't even promote it. We didn't even do videos for a long time. Lately Christine's been more motivated. We did Patreon for the 2 drinks. So, the guys that just throw a little extra money my way, so it takes the edge off, especially, see what I did right there? Helps out a little bit. It's not much. It works out. If I were to buy 2 expensive 4-packs, that's what you guys are paying for up front. In all honesty, so if you want to get mad, you can get mad at me. I always forward on the link so that Smile Money can watch the Patreon, because in his way, like he said, either I send you stuff that makes me laugh, or I send you stuff that you can use. Targets. He has, I think they're all in the car right now, Smile Money. He has kept me and Christine in paper targets for Island Lake for the last couple of years. So I forward that stuff on to him so you can watch the Patreon videos. Are usually 15, I think 20 minutes was the most. Usually me and Christine just recap anything that's kind of gone on in our lives, the drink recipes for the last few, and then I try each time, or at least once a month, let me rephrase, if we have multiple videos, like say if we did one a week and we had 4, one of those 4, we would do some kind of a giveaway. And last time, Wade won. Wade obviously got that package today because he sent me a picture of the one thing that he got that he didn't know he was getting. Evidently, he's got 2. Or Wade, would that be 4? Balls, that is. Okay. So yeah, this is a great month. This wireless charger is freaking awesome. Like I said, the compass. I already have one of those. I'll do something with that. I already have the tiny pump. I'll have something with that. I don't know what's going to happen in my life if the world turns upside down and all of a sudden me and Christine have to drink pond water. I really like these. The smart move would be to actually order some filters to go with the other ones. So I believe I have 2 smaller ones now and 2 of the bigger ones. And the knives. I don't mind this one. It still might end up as a Patreon or a bottle ship one, but this one, no way, no way. I just, Real Steel has some of the sexiest frickin' knives, and the prices. I mean, if I stood here and said this is a $300 knife, yeah, I'd have a hard time getting excited about that. Other than the fact that I got it as part of the sponsorship for doing a video and showing off the shit. We're over here, we're drinking, and I could care less if, again, this month. I think it's a fantastic and very useful a bunch of stuff. Even though a couple of the items doubled up for me, it just means that gives me some latitude. It gives me something I can put in the coffers for the various giveaway stuff. But when I really did not expect to find that this knife at their site was $71. It's still about double what I like to pay for knives. Then again, I am not notorious for busting or losing them, so I guess if I actually had an expensive knife, but then again, I probably just wouldn't want to use it. You know what? I didn't even show this in my video, but blade centering, they're just, God, the quality of their knives. If you go to Real Steel and look at the one that has the bright orange blade, I am thinking when I can actually get something like this and not feel guilty, I have to have that one. I mean, how long will the blade hold up? Because if I throw it into my rotation as my used like this one, most of the damage to this I blame Sharky. Because I used to keep it in my side pouch right here next to the Signal, the Leatherman that Sharky got me. And I think most of the wear on this was beating these two competing against each other. But I sense, well, there's the Space Pen, the Signal, and my fleshlight in my pocket, and this one is just as abused now, but okay, that's weird. Now evidently it appears to be oh, it's pissed off. Yes, as it needs to be charged. Oh, and it just turned off. That's why it's acting funky. Yeah, you know what? It's like I talk about in guns. Once you've committed to something as your EDC, know that it is probably going to get trashed, and there's not too much that you can do about it. Sucks, but on the other hand, would you prefer to go to the grave knowing that you had a whole bunch of cool shit that you never used, and maybe you don't even have control over who is going to end up with it? Well, this might be the first time I've seen some kind of a fail on a Bryn Night light. It's this battery should be good. It's you know what though? Sometimes I have noticed some of these lights, and I don't know why, like to deal only with their proprietary battery. I mean, is it a proprietary battery? Oh, must have been. Wow, must have been something. This battery may not be fully charged. Now it's. Now we're cooking with gas. Yeah, the knife used to be with the signal. Sharky, and the two of them were doing more damage to each other than I wanted to deal with. And of course, the next thing on my side is always the big mag for the HK. I got the Browning that I got from Matt. And I don't know if that's quite the patina that we were looking for, but it's kind of just turning black on one side. And McCline said, "Do me a favor, Eric, and carry the paramilitary for 1 week. I doubled down on that, you bitch." Got this from Tardisius. And the least I could do is send him an empty beer can, and I couldn't even fucking do that. No wonder he's pissed at me. Okay. Okay. I can now. Yes. See, she's another one. Some pictures of her make you go, eh, and others make you go, uh-huh. Then again, you gotta love bibs. Bibs on some big cans. Yeah, I looked at the fucking bulb. Poco, I watched the Putin interview. He's so split-tongued, it's not even funny. Sharky says, almost like he's been a KGB agent in his former life. Kind of, yeah. Smile Money, the MCK issue. You buy a Glock and plastic MCK conversion chassis, you're at $1,000, give or take. I would rather buy a dedicated carbine or even an AR pistol. Now, if you own a Glock and want just to have some fun, $300 for the chassis. Maybe I might prefer a high point 10mm carbine. Even then, that's a good argument. It is a smaller package than either of the things that you said, but dedicated, when you're spending your money, I'll give you that. You would have a lot less money invested, and I don't own one. I've never even shot the 10mm high point carbine. The one the Camel one, I think looks wicked as shit. And it's kind of like, here's the top like 5 things in Eric's want list, and the high point carbine is kind of always hovered outside of the list, but everybody that I know that has purchased one of them says you will not be disappointed if you do this. So, and Cobra, was it the high point that you have the chassis for? Which definitely made it even more badass looking, turning it into a bullpup. I don't know. It's a 10mm. So I mean, I guess that's all I need to say is that high point is a 10mm, and it's like under $300. Well, it was before the greatest economy ever. I don't know. I haven't looked lately, but no. Spy Money. You absolutely have a valid point. but to despise my idea of saying that an MCK is a great home defense / truck gun, and then get so pissed off at me that we never speak again? Then again, if people, well, it's not just any people, if me and Smile Money ever said things that made the other mad to the point where it wrecked our relationship, just like I've always said, then we never had one. Me and Smile Money sometimes can be just like Sean Hannity and Alan Colm before he passed away. Those two just fucking went at it on camera, and then afterwards, let's go get lunch and have a beer. And, you know, and again, I am the one that created the other side of Smile Money. That cannot be real. That cannot be real. I would follow C-SPAN religiously if that's the kind of shit you could see daily. No, I'm not saying, I'm not, like, Smile Money can have all the credit for being who he is. I am simply the one that said, if I throw a comment out there and you can find the counterpoint to it, and there's a whole bunch of you, Matt is one of them, thinks that somehow Smile Money is, no, I asked and he brought forth, so. But yeah, Smile Money can be the same way. No, fuck you. No, fuck you. No, fuck you. And then in Messenger, hey, how was your day? Oh yeah? What are you doing right now? Barbecuing? What are you wearing? I'm really kind of missing you. Not that much. Fuck me. Okay, Smile Money. The 10mm drops about 5 inches to 10 inches at 100 yards. A 45 would be closer to 15. I would assume 10mm carbine with a longer barrel would do better. Probably. Boy, I don't... Smile Money, I guess I've never done it on paper. So you could be right on that. But I'm telling you, I just got spit on my own fucking glasses. All I can tell you is, it's just getting worse. Everybody that has taken a run with the MCK, they keep telling me that they're that was good. I had about 99% perfect until I hit it with my finger off of the rag. Everybody that has taken the MCK for a run has told me they just did a center mass on the plates. Well, the 100-yard is a silhouette. So I guess if you're shooting here, they could have been putting all of the rounds at the bottom, giving you the false positive of ringing the steel, even though you were that close to missing, or a groin shot. Someday I'll have to put the shit on paper, because even I'm like, okay, a 10mm round has to be dropping, especially when it's coming out of a 4 1/4 inch barrel. But you're right. No, it would be a different story if we were on paper shooting the high point carbine, or any carbine for all that matter. Mike says we need more David and Sam on the shit show. I don't disagree. Sam never wants to be here. She always feels that she looks like a fucking grease monkey coming home from work. And David, well, I could probably get David here more often. Poco, you should get an AR-15 bullpup conversion, then make a 458 SOCOM bullpup. Wow. That 458, that's a heavy hitter. Billy, what is seen cannot be unseen. I have no words. However, at 3 minutes and 33 seconds, I started my own prison girlfriend project, and well, I miss a lot of the show. You may continue. As a visual thinker, thank you for that. Go poke my eyes out. Salty. Hey, there's proves nakedness? Mr. 27 says no. And then he says back, no means yes. Cold-hearted bastard says D, as in dork, 5. D5 is a hit. Din, take a sip of every girl at the... What? Take a sip for every girl. I thought, of every girl. Yeah. My sister's here, you fucking sick prick. Oh, but I read that wrong. Take a sip for every girl at the girls' night. No. No. Well, a sip. That would kill that. That's like 8 sips. I don't even have a backup for that. Please hold. Okay, hold on. Cobra says, I6. I6 is a hit. Mr. 27 says 27th. Then he says, intro, brew bomi, okay. Cheapo gun guy, sometimes I lie awake at night and I ask, where have I gone wrong? Then a voice says to me, this is going to take more than one night. Heaven Hell Spirit says, good morning. Good morning, Vietnam. My brother. McLean, hey, Eric. Could you please talk more about stuff nobody cares about? No, really great stuff. Great stuff. McLean, could you drink 18 Budweiser and be okay? I doubt it. First of all, I'd probably have to waddle around and then just stand in the bathroom over the toilet. What is this obsession with you lately? You know, if you were here, you'd be like, what, the Roofie King? Not Roofie, sorry. That would be a Mexican. A rupee. Wade, Putin didn't start the war in Ukraine. Biden did. Biden wanted to extend NATO to Ukraine, and Putin couldn't allow that. It's like if China built a military base in Cuba and thousands of single military-aged Chinese men started pouring across our border. Oh, wait, never mind, because that's fucking happening. Smiley, do you think NATO is stronger or weaker as a result of the war in Ukraine? Wade says, NATO is a joke. I'm tired of sending our blood and treasure to protect a bunch of deadbeats. Sharky says, Wade, you might want to read up on how joining NATO works. Countries in active conflicts are not even considered. And shit started in 2014 and they've been shooting since back then. And then Wade drops a link to Sharky, and then Smile Money says to Wade, That was an information link. NATO was attempting to recruit Ukraine. Ukraine policy was to remain independent in 2014 when Russia took over Crimea. Then Ukraine decided to try to join NATO. Sweden and Finland applied to join NATO in May 2022, allowing Russia's invasion of Ukraine. So if Putin's goal was to stop NATO from expanding, then the estimate failed big time. Estimation failed big time. If in fact NATO has increased its military presence in the eastern part of the alliance as a direct result of Russians' behavior. I have nothing to offer, and I'm amazed that Wade's link didn't get deleted. I mean, just because WokeTube sucks dick. Wade, if you ever intend to use something but want to display, or if you never intend to use something but want to display it, a light shellac coating prevents oxidation. So, that's why she has no oxidation on her ass. Thanks, Wade. I might have to clean that up, and really, maybe it would be more glistening if I took care of it. Sharky, cheers all. Riding something I didn't shoot, laugh out loud. I do need to get my hands on a new VP. Get my hands on the new VP9 of yours. Then he says, "Hey, this cheers all comments seem. Hey, this cheers all comments seem to make it." Oh, you had some shit deleted? Yeah, Sharky. Yeah, you do need to get over here and shoot this. Because I have to say that if you're considering carrying something with optics, doing damage to it, just like the rest of the frickin' gun, is probably your biggest creature from the id. I just said, screw it. It's kind of like, you spend a lot of money to put brakes on your car. They're wearing out every single time you use them. Eventually, you probably have to replace the clutch in your car. Sometimes you might have to replace the transmission. In my case, maybe sooner than later. But as of right now, there is not a single, dust. Yeah, I can't help that. As soon as I put this in the holster, of course, it's probably more looking like dust right now because I took it completely down, cleaned the shit out of it, and then put it back into service. Modifications that Pete made to this holster, working just fine. I am waiting to get the outside the waistband back with the it has suppressor height sights, Pete, modification done to it, and then I'll wear that to work a few days and find out what one I like. I always lean towards the inside of the waistband holsters, though. It's like, hey, McLean, eat these nuts. Sharky says, India 4. I-4. I-4 is a hit, and that one is laying on the bottom of the ocean. First blood in the water, a Sharky. How many lines do I have to have on this one? Cobra's gonna love this fucking one, let me tell you. Sharky, nice work. Sharky, last comment, SH. Was that outro a towel? Yep. Let me elaborate. Was the towel used in for your prison girlfriend? Let's put it this way. If you held the towel on two corners and lifted it off the table, it would stay just like... Oh my God. Oh, someone is going to be pissed. Sorry, I was busy doing one thing. I only had so much time. Okay, Sharky, I apologize. But, you know, and what? I didn't even notice until I saw you sitting there. No. Where are we? And firearm finally shows up at 1 minute and 5 seconds. Or 1 hour and 5 seconds. Ah, fuck. We should just start over. Cut. Just kidding. Okay. Going to the club. What do I think about this? I can tell you one thing. 9.5% hides itself very well in this. I have really liked these Voodoo series. I wouldn't say it's my favorite of all of them I've had so far. I think the Juice Force one was my favorite because that's the one that kind of freaked me out that I liked it at all. I like the fact that it's my bad. I like the fact that it's that and you would never ever know it. I should buy a bunch of these from Mike and take a knife and scribble off the alcohol percentage. Or make it so that all you see is the 5%. Then he would... I just want to see if I could ever get Mike drunk. I mean, he's too much of a pro at this. I would give this an 8. You know, sometimes it's the little things. I really like my Performance Center 10mm. But I like it so much more after putting the Holosun on it. Unless something changes, when you factor in everything, I think these Holosuns, Shake Awake and all the above, that is definitely going to be my new go-to optic. I don't like the idea of needing to turn it on unless it's nothing more than a range toy. This has not spent a moment in the safe. It has been an on-duty gun. I actually brought this to bed with me last night, and the VP got put into a secret location. But Holosun, of course, you know, the guy that doesn't talk to me anymore because I like MCKs, he's the one that said if you have old eyes, take a look at Holosun, no pun intended. And of course, I got this one through the auction for $100 less than new, and it was new, had never even been taken out of the package. You could tell by the unopened packing materials. Okay, in the club, only J-Dog, 40 minutes ago. I am actually 28 minutes past my girls' party curfew, which is okay because it doesn't sound like I'm missing much. We will should maybe see you tomorrow. I might have to go shopping in the morning to find something for Sunday Bloody Sunday, because I have nothing as of this moment in time. So, hope that I survived another year. Cheers.